Radio Grand Lac, c'est l'été à Aix-les-Bains, autour du lac du Bourget et à Chambéry.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome back to Your English Weekly on Radio Grand Lac 92.1. As you might know, or you might not know, you can tune in every Tuesday from 12:30 to 1:45. Your English Workshop sponsors Your English Weekly. Your English Workshop is a training centre for English lessons for adults and children in aix-les-bains and the Revoir. Visit their website for more information on www.yourenglishworkshop.com. Hello everyone and welcome to Your English Weekly. I'm your host Sinead. Your English Weekly stimulates English speaking with an expression of the week in aix-les-bains and in France. So stay tuned because today we are going to be speaking with Johanny Falvo. Hello, Johanny.
Hello, Sinead.
Thanks very much for coming. He's a very interesting character and he's going to give us a lot of energy, and he's new in our area with his shop. So you're going to find out more about him now in a few seconds. So thank you for coming. I know it was difficult to make it, and even though I did have to contact you a few times for today, but thank you so much for coming. It was really good of you.
Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure.
Oh, thanks. So before we start, Johanny, do you know this expression? Full of beans.
Sincerely, I never hear the expression. You know, in France, we prefer the cup of tea. I think it's something mean like this, really
it's
typical
true.
English or Irish
yeah, well, you know, beans.
No?
The beans are very popular.
Bean, full of bean, what can is it?
So that's the whole thing.
Full of something.
Well, we are very addicted to our beans in Ireland and in England too, I think. So, yes, it's having lots of different things. I'll tell you more at the end. So stay tuned till the end to find out what full of beans means. So, Johnny, tell us a few details about yourself.
Yes, with pleasure.
Oh, thank you. You're born here in aix-les-bains?
No, I am not from aix-les-bains. I'm from Thonon-les-Bains, another small city. And I live in Annecy since more than 30 years. So I'm a real local product. And Johanny is also a local name. It's Jean or Giovanni for Italian.
Okay, so it's the mix of the two put together, and you get...
It's not Johanny from Dallas.
Oh, okay. You were traumatized by this when you were young.
Maybe.
So how did you end up here in aix-les-bains?
I know aix-les-bains since many years because I am from Annecy, but we have opened my shop with my wife in the end of September the 28th, if I remember well.
Okay, so the end of September you opened your shop. What's the name of your shop?
It's a high society.
Okay, so do you want to tell our listeners what high society is?
High society is a specialist about CBD. CBD, it's a molecule you can find in the cannabis plant. The CBD is very different than the THC. THC is forbidden. It's a psychotrope. It's a molecule make people stone. CBD, it's a molecule for welfare, for feel good, against the pain. There is different and several way to use and to take CBD and to feel the welfare of CBD.
Effects. Okay, the good effects.
The good effects.
So the well-being of this, in reality, of all these different products that you sell. So what type of products do you have in your shop?
We have the original products. It's like flower, pollen. We also make and use it for herbal tea. We have to know in France it's forbidden to smoke CBD. So it's what is interesting because before open the shop of CBD and I continue to work in catering industry. So it's very interesting to use CBD to make pastry, to make drinks. So the original product, the flower, it's good for that. After we have some extraction, it's a CBD extract with a purity form at 90%. So no THC, no other thing. After we have cosmetic, we have also...
so you have cosmetics, tea, herbal teas.
Herbal tea, what I've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. So different products for your body, for your Can you take like a...
For the body, for inside, for the mind, for the brain, for people who don't feel good.
It does help relax and relieve pain.
Yes, to more relax, and for people also use a lot of medication, and a very strong medication. CBD maybe is a soft way to feel better.
Okay.
And to take less medication. So there is very different way and different profile of people
who are interested.
What is very interesting, it's the advice we can give to our guests and how we can accompany them to feel better.
Of course. And so I heard that you were going to open or you were going to organize a workshop. So when and where are you going to do this workshop?
Yes, we'll do the first workshop in 17th September.
Okay, on the 17th of September. Okay, yes. At what time?
We start at 11 because we open at 11.
Okay.
And we'll see how to make a nice drink with CBD and tasting of brownies, muffin, and things like this.
Okay, and
just
then
to have some idea, because I'm not pastry guy, but I love pastry. So it's good to show people what's the result. And the taste also, because the flower of CBD give a taste to the preparation.
Okay.
So it's good for people and to share, because it's very interesting.
And it's nice for people to know who you are, and you can explain to them then the different products that you sell with between essential oils. I think you have as well, no?
Ah, yes.
It was essential oils. That's what you were looking for earlier.
Elixir.
Ah, yes, that's it. So, so when you organize this workshop on the 17th of September from 11 to 12, people will be able to come and you can give them advice and tell them, and they can taste the little brownies or the things that you make. Nice. So, listeners, if you want to know more about CBD, I don't know if you remember, but a few weeks ago we had Claudia who came and spoke to us and gave us the different details about this. So go back to the YouTube on Your English Weekly and you will find Claudia when she spoke about CBD. Okay, I heard on the grapevine you were in a competition last week. Is that right?
Yes, even 2 competitions. I start on Monday with the national cocktail competition to be the French champion in cocktail. And,
okay, so just before we start, we must tell our audience, what do you do? You're an international barman, is that right?
Yeah, on the side I'm bartender. I was 6 times French champion of cocktail. I've won several competitions. I've done some master classes in the whole world.
Okay.
So,
and people can follow you on Instagram and Facebook
yes,
about this, of course.
If you want some ideas of cocktail recipe, mocktail, it's a non-alcoholic cocktail.
They can go onto your...
and to follow my adventure, because...
yes, you are an adventurous man.
I am an adventurer, yeah.
So tell us about this competition how many contenders were there last week?
The competition, we were 18 at the national cocktail competition. There were first round, they keep only 6th, and after we had a freestyle cocktail to make. And at the second round, I have lost. So no podium this year for me, but it was first the training for the main competition last week. It was 2 days of competition for the Meilleur Ouvrier de France. It's the color blue, white, and red.
White and red. Okay.
Like you can see for the chef, but this competition exists for more than 230 different
categories
and work. The most popular is catering industry for chef, for wine, pastry,
food and drink.
Yes, food and drink. But the bartending, it's an American discipline.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a new class since 2011. So it's a 4th session, because we have to know the Meilleur Ouvrier de France is all the 4 years.
Okay.
1 year.
Every 4 years.
Yes.
Yes. So it's if you miss it this year, you can't go back for another 4 years. Okay.
Exactly. So it's very, very long. I was at a few points the last time in the final. So now I am to start at the beginning, so make the qualification, because everybody can try this competition.
Okay,
you just
that's
have
good.
to pay
Okay, so if people want to contest or they want to be part of the competition, they can. Anybody can apply.
Everybody can apply for a price of €200.
Yeah.
Because that select people who really want.
Yeah.
And people just want like a tourist and come. So
the selection, they pay €200, and then I think there's a deposit. Is there?
Yes, but for example, we were normally 39 contenders. Only 15 came.
Only 15 turned up.
Yes.
It's a little. Yeah. Okay, I understand now.
So it's very difficult too. We understand why they don't come, and but because it's all the 4 years, so I say like the lotto, if you want to have it, you have to try.
Okay, so every 4 years, yeah, and you can't miss that. It's a pity to miss that in any case. So how were you classified? What did they test you on? Tell us a little bit about how they tested you.
We have started with a test of a question.
Okay,
different question.
The multiple choice questions.
About different things, about water, about syrup, about spirit, about wine.
Okay, so you do have to have a minimum of an education on
a lot
this.
Of education. After, it's very difficult because you can't know everything about everything.
I know.
So me, I'm very good on whiskey and rum and Prodi I love. Last time I have lost my title because we had the Porto and I ate the Porto. So
okay, so you got stuck with something that wasn't your cup of tea.
Yes. It was not my cup of tea, exactly.
Okay, yeah. So and then after you have the freestyle, so you say, okay, you start with your QCM, then they give you.
After a test, you have to recognize with nose and taste.
Okay, the
cocktail,
senses.
A classic cocktail. After you have 20 questions about these cocktails, but about the product.
Okay.
Like bitters, brandy, Benedictine, very real original product. After we have analyzed sensorial.
Okay, you've got to analyze the soil of where it comes from. Okay.
So you have to test 20 different spirits.
Oh gosh.
It was hard. So very difficult, but you have different family, you have to be organized and
you'd want to be just tasting them because otherwise you would end up.
My favorite test because I think I was very good on this one. After another analyze with the nose only, so you have the fresh fruit or fresh ingredient like star anise, licorice. You have the product in liquid or powder, you have to smell it, and you have the paper. So you have to put the fresh, the liquid, and the paper together.
Yeah.
So
not everybody can apply for this competition. It's not possible. You have to have so much
25
knowledge.
25 products, you have to know everything because you have Jamaican pepper, you have Sichuan pepper.
Okay. The peppers.
Tonka bean, nutmeg beans.
It's not like our little black pepper.
It's easy because I use it commonly on my work, but for people who are not in the industry of food,
we don't know what we're tasting.
It could be not so easy.
If it's mint, we can catch it immediately, but the peppers, maybe not so easy. So tell us, if people want to know more about you, if people want to find out more about High Society, how can they contact you?
They can come at the shop. We welcome them with a big pleasure.
Okay, so where is the shop?
The shop is at 11th Avenue of Treserve.
Okay.
Just on the side of Arkham Motors.
Okay. And is there a telephone number they can contact you on if they want to find out information?
Yes, of course. You can call us at 0479 532315.
Okay. And do you have an Instagram or a website?
You can follow us on Facebook at High Society aix-les-bains, or Instagram it's CBDEX73.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so before we finish now, let's just come back to my expression, full of beans. Well, I definitely think today that Johanny is full of beans. He is energetic, he's lively, he's enthusiastic, and he's got lots of different ideas. So he is definitely full of beans. So you must be having a good day, or you must be very happy. So you are full of beans. Well, that's all from us today. But if you wish to listen to this podcast again, don't hesitate to find us on YouTube, Your English Weekly. Also, you will see on our Facebook page the expression of the week. Have a lovely week, and I'll be back next week with another guest of the week. So stay tuned at 1 o'clock. Don't forget, we've got Patrick, who is going to be presenting another guest for his association. At 5 o'clock, we've got La Motte Savalex, 1 hour, one community. At 6:30, we've got Sportez-vous bien. So, and don't forget, on the 17th of September, you've got a workshop which will be for Johanny and High Society. Thanks, Johanny, for coming.
Thank you for the invitation.
Okay, bye to all. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Radio Grand Lac.